This may be quite possibly the craziest video that you have seen all day. If you have no idea what Neuralink is, this video will absolutely shock you. Or if you know a little bit about it, you think you know a little bit about it, but there's actually so much more going on behind the scenes. And if you know a lot about it, enjoy the ride, because I've seen a lot of these videos before, but it's still so cool to me, the technology they have wrapped in. Welcome back to Clean Tech, home of the daily technology news review. Today, we will be talking about Neuralink. Neuralink is one of Elon Musk's companies that he is running among all of the other companies that he has. The Boring Company, Tesla, SpaceX. The man is absolutely crazy. But I'm not here to talk about any of those companies nor Elon Musk. What I'm here to talk about today is Neuralink. Now, it just came out yesterday that Elon Musk's brain implant company is moving closer to human trials. They put out a job listing for somebody is now hiring a clinical trial director. Now, what this is to help put these devices into a human. Now, before I explain exactly what these are for, let's go ahead and watch what the Neuralink can already do with a little monkey here. This video is 3 minutes, but it'll absolutely blow your mind. Hopefully, that's not a pun that will ever happen. But this is absolutely what it is it's mind blowing, but it won't blow your mind. All right, here we go.
This is Pager. He's a 9-year-old macaque who had a Neuralink placed in each side of his brain about 6 weeks ago. If you look carefully, you can see that the fur on his head hasn't quite fully grown back yet. He's learned to interact with a computer for a tasty banana smoothie delivered through a straw. We can interact with the Neuralinks simply by pairing them to an iPhone, just as you might pair your phone to a Bluetooth speaker. The links record from more than 2,000 electrodes implanted in the regions of Pager's motor cortex that coordinate hand and arm movements. Neurons in this region modulate their activity with intended hand movement. For example, some might become more active when he moves his hand up, and others when he moves it to the right. By recording from many neurons and feeding their activity into a decoder algorithm, we are able to predict Pager's intended hand movements in real time. First, we calibrate the decoder by recording neural activity as Pager uses the joystick to move a cursor to targets presented on the screen. As he's playing this game, we are wirelessly streaming, in real time, the firing rates from thousands of neurons to a computer. Using these data, we calibrate the decoder by mathematically modeling the relationship between patterns of neural activity and the different joystick movements they produce. After only a few minutes of calibration, we can use the output from the decoder to move the cursor instead of the joystick. Pager still moves the joystick out of habit, but as you can see, it's unplugged. He's controlling the cursor entirely with decoded neural activity.
So if you guys don't understand that, if you look at this part right, so we're at 157, you look right here, the cable is plugged in. So he's using the joystick to move the little ball to the orange square. But if you come here, they unplugged the cable from the joystick. He is using the Neuralink implanted in his brain to move the ball to the orange square. That is absolutely insane. Let's watch. It gets a little crazier. Watch this.
Entirely with decoded neural activity. Our goal is to enable a person with paralysis to use a computer or phone with their brain activity alone. Because they wouldn't be able to move a joystick, they would calibrate the decoder by imagining hand movements to targets. One of the things the Neuralinks allow Pager to do is to play his favorite video game, Pong. To control his paddle on the right side of the screen, Pager simply thinks about moving his hand up or down. We've removed the joystick altogether. Now that he's up to speed, let's increase the difficulty and see how well Pager can play with the Neuralink.
That's insane. He's using his brain to move this right paddle right here. That is so crazy.
As you can see, Pager is amazingly good at mind Pong. He's focused, and he's playing entirely of his own volition. It's not magic. The reason Neuralink works is because it's recording and decoding electrical signals from the brain. Great game, Pager. And what better reward for a monkey than a banana? We still have challenges spanning many fields of engineering.
That is one of the coolest things that I think is one of the most overlooked things that's going on in all of science right now, in all of medicine. And honestly, this company from the business side will become extremely valuable. The goal of Neuralink is so that he can solve neurological disorders like paralysis and a couple of other things like color blindness and things like that. Because if they can teach a monkey how to use its brain to move the paddle, then this is going to be able to help with a lot of those medical things. Now, obviously, I'm not a medical expert, so I have no idea the actual science behind it. But they're hiring a clinical trial director to be able to start moving this towards humans, which would be absolutely insane. And now I just want to show you one more quick thing. It's a little bit of a longer demo, so I'm just going to go to the last part. Basically, what they're doing is each time this Neuralink will predict the movement of the pig before it makes it. So the pig thinks it in its brain, and by the time it gets to the pig's feet, the Neuralink chip has already predicted what the pig is going to do based off of the reading it got from its brain, and you can see how accurate it is. Check this out.
Of additional brain reading activity, when we have, say, one of our pigs on a treadmill, pig on a treadmill, it's a funny concept, really, and we take the readings from the neurons, and we try to predict the position of the joints. And so we have the predicted position of the joints, and then we measure the actual position of the joints. You can see that they're almost exactly aligned. So we're able, with a wireless neural implant, to actually predict the position of all of
So you can see the lighter color here is the prediction, and the darker color is what it actually did. So like you can see exactly how close this prediction is.
the limbs in the pig's body with very high accuracy.
And the cool thing is Neuralink will use a robot. They're not going to use a doctor. Doctors will be there assisting the implantation of the chip, but the robot's the one that's actually going to do all of the implantation, which is that was shocking when I learned that. So Neuralink is definitely something you're going to be hearing a lot about. And something else you're probably going to be hearing a lot about is clean phone, because clean phone, it's still pretty cool technology, but with Neuralink, it's just out of this world. But clean phone it's pretty cool too. So the Clean Phone is a device that your family can have that as parents, you can manage your kids' apps as well as you can monitor their texting and calling history. You can also schedule how long kids spend on each app. So if you don't want your kid to spend more than a half an hour on TikTok, you can make all of those edits inside of the Parent Control app. You can also get screen time reports of how long your kids are spending on each game, each app, each homework assignment, everything like that. So if you guys want to take a look at Clean Phone, check out the links down below. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you enjoy my perspective on reviewing tech, consider subscribing. And like always, I'll see you next time. Happy tech reviews.